Hi, this is Rodrigo Diniz. How are you doing? Today we are going to go over the lyrics of the song Dear Mama by Tupac. In this song, Tupac talks about the difficulties he had when he was a child, with his family, with drugs, and the police. And he shows that he had all the support he needed from his mother. The goal of this video is not to translate the lyrics, but to study the language, the expressions, and the slangs that are used by Tupac. So grab a pen and a piece of paper, because by the end of this video we are going to have a quiz to check how much you've learned. I'd like to dedicate this video to my mama, who passed a few years back. She was very important in my life and still is. So mama, thank you very much and I love you. So let's do this. Hit it!
You all appreciate it. When I was young, me and my mama had beef, 17 years old, kicked out on the streets. Though back at the time, I never thought I'd see her face. Ain't a woman alive that could take my mama's place.
When I was young, me and my mama had beef. Had beef is a slang. If you have a beef with someone, you have a conflict or you dislike the person because you disagree or you had a fight. 17 years old, kicked out on the streets. If you are kicked out of a place, you are forced to leave. So you can be kicked out of a bar because you cause problems. You can be kicked out of an apartment because you didn't pay the rent. Though back at the time, I never thought I'd see her face. We use though to express contrast. It's similar to but. But back at the time, I thought I'd never see her face. Thought is the past of think. Now, they look very similar, but the pronunciation is quite different. Though, thought. Ain't woman alive that could take my mama's place. Ain't is so common in English that's not even considered a slang. It's considered a dialect. It's used to express the negative form of some verbs. Am not, is not, are not. There isn't, there aren't. Have not, has not. Ain't is very common in English. You often see it in movies or music, but it's considered bad English. It's considered incorrect.
Spending from school, I'm scared to go home. I was a fool with the big boys breaking all the rules. Shed tears with my baby sister. Over the years we was poor than other little kids.
Suspended from school and scared to go home, I was a fool. If you are scared, you have fear. I was a fool. A fool is a silly person that makes stupid decisions. With the big boys breaking all the rules. The big boys are the older boys. I shed tears with my sister over the years. If you shed tears, you cry. We was poorer than the other kids. Here Tupac uses the verb in the singular form, we was, when the correct is we were. We were poorer than the other kids. And poor is in the comparative form. We use in the end of short adjectives to make comparisons. For example, rich, richer, tall, taller, big, bigger.
We know we had different daddies, the same drama. When things went wrong, we blame mama. I reminisce on the stress I caused. It was hell, hugging on my mama from a jail cell.
And even though we had different daddies, the same drama. Remember, though is used to express contrast. Even though is used to emphasize the contrast. So for example, even though I live in São Paulo, I've never been to Paulista Avenue. That's not true, but that's a good example. When things went wrong, we blame mama. If you blame someone, you accuse the person. You say the person is responsible for the problem. I reminisce in the stress I caused. It was hell. I like this word, reminisce. It means that you talk or write about your memories, past experiences. Hugging on my mama from a jail cell. A jail is a prison.
And who thinking elementary? Hey, I see the penitentiary one day. Running from the police, that's right. Mama catch me, put a whooping to my backside.
And who think that in elementary, I'd see the penitentiary one day? Now here, Tupac says that he never imagined that in elementary school, in the first years of school, he would go to the penitentiary. And running from the police, that's right. If you run from something or someone, you try to escape. Mama catch me and put a whooping on my backside. If you put a whooping on someone, you hit the person as a punishment with your hand or with a belt.
And even as a crack fiend, mama, you always was a black queen, mama. I finally understand for a woman it ain't easy trying to raise a man.
And even as a crack fiend, mama, a crack fiend is a crack addict. You always was a black queen, mama. Here Tupac uses again the singular form was, when the correct is you always were. I finally understand for a woman it ain't easy to raise a man. If you raise a child or someone, you protect, you take care of that person until they grow up. They become adults.
You always was committed, a poor single mother on welfare. Tell me how you did it, there's no way I can pay you back. But the plan is to show you that I understand.
You always was committed. Again, using was instead of were. So if you are committed to something, you are devoted, you are dedicated to something. A poor single mother on welfare. Tell me how you did it. Welfare is financial help from the government to poor people. There is no way I can pay you back. If you pay somebody back, you return a favor or you do something good in return.
You all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you, sweet
Dear mama,
place no one above you,
you all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you?
Now here comes the chorus. You are appreciated. If someone is appreciated, if the person is recognized, you show that the person is important. Lady, don't you know we love you? We use don't you know in the beginning of questions to express that you are surprised. For example, don't you know I live here? Don't you know I have a dog? Don't you know this is my car? And yeah is a short form of you. Place no one above you. Place means put. Put no one above you.
Now ain't nobody tell us it was fair. No love for my daddy cause the coward wasn't there. He passed away and I didn't cry cause my anger wouldn't let me feel for a stranger.
Now this part, the lyrics is very serious. Ain't nobody tell us it was fair. Fair means just or correct. No love from my daddy cause the coward wasn't there. A coward is someone who has extreme fear of everything. Fear of facing the difficulties of life. He passed away and I didn't cry. To pass away means to die. So he died and I didn't cry. Because my anger wouldn't let me feel for a stranger. Because my anger, the fury, the hatred I had, wouldn't let me feel for a stranger. A stranger is someone you don't know very well.
They say I'm wrong and I'm heartless, but all along I was looking for a father, he was gone. I hung around with the thugs, and even though they sold drugs, they showed a young brother love.
They say I'm wrong and I'm heartless. Heartless uses the suffix less. Less is used to express without. So heartless means without heart, without emotion, without love. Or in other words, a cruel person. I was looking for a father, he was gone. If he was gone, he disappeared. I hung around with the thugs. Hung out is the past of hang out, which means that you spend time with people doing something. And thug, you probably have heard before. A thug is a violent person or a criminal. And even though they sold drugs, they showed a young brother love. Now here Tupac contrasts the idea that even though they were criminals, they sold drugs, they had love in their hearts.
I moved out and started really hanging. I needed money of my own, so I started slanging. I ain't guilty, cause even though I sell rocks, it feels good putting money in your mailbox.
I moved out and I start hanging. Moved out, so you leave your house, you go to a different place. I needed money of my own, so I start slanging. Now the expression slanging is a slang for selling drugs. I ain't guilty, because even though I sell drugs, I ain't here is I'm not guilty. So if you are guilty, you feel bad because you did something wrong. And rocks is the drug, crack. It feels good putting money in your mailbox.
I love paying rent when the rent's due. I hope you got the diamond necklace that I sent to you. Cause when I was low, you was there for me. You never left me alone because you cared for me.
I love paying the rent when the rent is due. If something is due at a particular time, it is expected to happen. So in this case, the rent is due. The rent is the money you pay to live in a house or apartment. The rent is expected to be paid. I hope you got the diamond necklace that I sent to you. Because when I was low, you was there for me. So here Tupac says that when he was low, when he was in a bad situation in life, when he was poor, his mother was always there for him.
You see you coming home after work late. You're in the kitchen trying to fix us a hot plate. You're just working with the scraps you was given. And mama made miracles every Thanksgiving.
And I could see you coming home after work late. You're in the kitchen trying to fix us a hot plate. So if you fix someone a hot plate, you cook food for this person. You're just working with the scraps you were given. The scraps are the rest of food that people throw away. And mama made miracles every Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a very important holiday in the United States, in which people get together with the family and celebrate.
The road got rough, you're alone. You're trying to raise two bad kids on your own. And there's no way I can pay you back. But my plan is to show you that I understand.
But now the road got rough. You are alone. The road here, he refers to life. If something gets rough, it gets more difficult. You're trying to raise two bad kids on your own. If you do things on your own, you do it alone, without anybody's help.
Appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you, sweet
And dear mama,
place no one above you,
you all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you?
Pour out some liquor and I reminisce. Cause through the drama I can always depend on my mama. And when it seems that I'm hopeless, you say the words that can get me back in focus.
Pour out some liquor in a reminiscence. Pour out is to put some liquid into a glass. And liquor refers to alcoholic drinks. Because through the drama, I can always depend on my mama. So if you go through a situation, you experience it. And when it seems that I'm hopeless, it seems we used to express the impression. So when I have the impression that I'm hopeless, again, the use of the suffix less means without hope.
When I was sick as a little kid, to keep me happy, there's no limit to the things you did. And all my childhood memories are full of all the sweet things you did for me. And even though I act crazy, I gotta thank the Lord that you made me. There are no words that can express how I feel. You never kept a secret, always stayed real.
I gotta thank the Lord that you made me. I gotta, it's an informal way to say I have got to, or I have to. I gotta, it's used to express obligation or necessity. You never kept a secret, always stayed real. Stay real, it's a slang to say that you are authentic, you never changed.
I appreciate how you raised me and all the extra love that you gave me. I wish I could take the pain away. If you can make it through the night, there's a brighter day.
I wish I could take the pain away. I wish we used to express an intense desire, so I really want to take the pain away. If you take something away, you remove it. If you can make it through the night, there is a brighter day. If you make it through a situation, you become successful after that. You succeed after that.
Everything will be alright if you hold on. It's a struggle every day, gotta roll on. And there's no way I can pay you back, but my plan is to show you that I understand.
Everything will be alright if you hold on. If you hold on, you wait, you are patient in a difficult situation. It's a struggle every day, gotta roll on. I struggle, it's a difficult situation. Gotta roll on. Again, gotta to express obligation or necessity. So I've gotta roll on. And roll on means to continue.
Well, appreciate it.
Don't you know we love is sweet?
Dear mama,
Place no one above you,
well, appreciate it.
Don't you know we love is sweet?
Alright, now it's time of our quiz. I'm going to read the description of 5 words that we learned in the song today. And you have 3 seconds to say the word. Let's do this. To be forced to leave a place, a bar, a restaurant, a party. Be kicked out. To try to escape from someone or something. Run from. Phrase used in questions to express surprise. Don't you know? To feel bad because of something wrong you did. Guilty. To be yourself, authentic. Stay real. Alright guys, so that's it. I hope you liked this lesson and share the video with your friends. Don't forget to leave your like below and your comments. By the way, I have a question for you. How would you describe your mama? So write a sentence describing your mama in your comments below.